talk about music and stuff.
I love music and stuff.
Cool. Today happens to be one of my favorite days of the year. It's Bayside Day here in Philadelphia. We're back here on the friendly confines of the Bayside bus with Nick and Chris. How are you guys?
Busy and awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, very good.
It's been running around so far in Philadelphia, right? There's a in-store session and a meet and greet and...
First, me and Chris woke up and rode our bikes to Reanimator Coffee.
Oh, really?
It's one of our favorite spots.
Nice. Have the Menzingers been taking you around town? This is their turf.
We've hung out with them before separately in Philly, but a day like today, they want to go home and be with their families and friends and stuff like that. So I've kind of barely seen them today, but that's kind of normal, I feel like.
It must be cool. I mean, you can appreciate, for like New York shows, those cool days where you get to just wake up on the couch and go, all right, I'm going to walk over to the show for a little while.
Yes. Today, Philly, New York, and Chicago are usually those days where you wake up and you're like, there's so much I'm going to do today.
Right. Oh, by the way, so is Philadelphia known as Reanimator? Because I had read before that you guys kind of catalog tour stops by where you eat.
Yeah.
So what is Philadelphia known as?
Yeah, I mean, for Chris and I mean, it's definitely cheesesteak, land.
The Knicks.
The
Knicks.
Yeah.
Do you get the roast pork at the Knicks?
Oh, yeah, I get the one that you get.
You have
Guess
to,
what?
right?
We didn't get it today because we were so busy.
What are you doing? Come on.
It's too much.
I should say, happy album eve to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are just hours away from the 7th studio album coming out.
Tomorrow. Unbelievable.
How does that, is there like an album day ritual? Like what happens on album day?
Check Twitter every 10 seconds.
Everyone's frantically looking at their phones.
Is it just, to see the reaction of everybody and see how they feel about it?
You know, and it's like, at this point, it's like not even shocking. Our fans are gonna like it, you know, and I'm not even looking for anything good or bad. It's almost like I just want to see it, you know. I want to see what people say specifically, you know, like when people are just like
about your face.
oh, people love the bass. Yeah.
Will you read reviews of what people write about it?
No, I do not.
You do not.
No,
Do you?
my wife does.
I do. People send them to us. Like our manager will send them to us.
Right.
And sometimes I'm like, that was a good review, and then sometimes I'm like, why'd you send that one to me?
Right.
I don't want to read.
Yeah, exactly.
Your wife does this. She'd go, you're never going to believe what alternative press said about you guys.
She's always like filling me in. She's like, oh, she'll go, why don't you read about it? I'm like, because I don't like, you know, it's all just opinions. So it's like,
Right. Yeah, you know what it sounds like.
I
You were
don't know,
there.
I
You were
know-
part of
I
it.
was there for all of it.
Right. I imagine it's a different feeling from you guys versus like Anthony. Like a lot's been written about this record and how deeply personal it is from him. It's a weird place, I'm sure, for him, but I'm sure it's kind of different for you guys because that's not necessarily the stuff that you two were going through when all that was going on.
Well, I mean, lyrically, it's always to me how I like look at how he writes and stuff. As long as I think he's super talented when it comes to that stuff, and like as long as I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, that's awesome, you know.
Right.
Like I don't have to necessarily relate to it. You know, there's lines here and there over the years where I'm just like, hell yes, that's amazing, you know. But this one, was truly just like completely all about him, and it was really like very biting, and like I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
you know,
was
like,
there a moment where you were like, oh, I don't know, man. That's
you know,
like
it's weird.
a lot.
It's very. There are times where he just like there's things specifically about when we were in Europe and like things were falling apart for him and stuff like that where there's no almost like metaphor. It's just like here's the story, you know, and that stuff's kind of wild. So it's like we kind of all were there as it was happening, you know. Like it always would fall apart when we were on tour and stuff, and we would talk about it and just to hear it again, but to music is crazy for us, but. Yeah, I think we were on tour so much the last, for the Cult record that we were just there while it was all happening, and we would talk to him and all that type of stuff. So it's wild to hear it kind of come out in like an artistic way.
So beyond checking Twitter and not reading reviews, is there any way that you'll celebrate tomorrow with a new album? You've birthed this new 7th creation into the world, and you guys are in New York tomorrow, right? Yep. So is there anything that you'll do to celebrate it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner with my parents and my brother and his wife, his new wife.
Oh, awesome.
New wife, meaning they just got married.
Okay.
Yeah, not
cool.
he got a new wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
so
knows?
we'll just hang out, and it'll just be it's so funny because like I really don't read much, but the energy will like I'll feel it tomorrow playing. Like the
sure.
energy will be in the show, and that's like
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I mean, especially there, like, you know, I feel like, and I've talked with Anthony about this before, that here, and I mean, especially New York, like, there's so much energy for you guys here. And I mean, more specifically, Philadelphia and tonight, like, this city comes out hard for Bayside, and I think it has to do with, you know, that relationship from way back, from Sirens and Condolences.
Yeah,
like,
we
these
played-
people were here hard for you.
We've played, you know, tons of venues here and like bounced all around town, moved up a little bit, and it's like amazing that we could play here. Any interview that I do anywhere, when people ask what's your favorite venue or city to play, I always say Electric Factory is my favorite. I love being on that stage. It just feels so awesome to play. So this is always a city, and in particular a venue that I'll have circled on the calendar. Just
awesome.
can't wait to play. And like you said, the energy is just, if every city could be that way.
They can't, though. We're us.
You're
So-
jinxing the show tonight.
Yeah.
You're jinxing the show tonight.
Well, look, guys, I'm super happy for you guys. As someone who's been there all on the way, it feels like, you know, the rollout of this album, even before it's out, everyone seems to be sitting up and taking notice a little bit more this time around. You guys have your own damn beer this time around, so which I need to get
And
one of those.
Yeah, good.
Is it
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
How the hell do I get one of those? It's Oscar Blues. We need to drink some of those promptly. Nick and Chris, Bayside tonight at Electric Factory. Thank you so much.
Thank you.